So welcome back. I'm Pete, and you're watching the Custom Car Channel.
Brought it to me last night and he said, it's got a little hitch in this video.
Just needed more power.
She don't move. Gonna have to heat it. Alright guys, I just ordered something off Amazon. Figured I'd take you guys along. I just started opening it and I'm like, well, I'm gonna turn on the camera. So I bought this thing so I can take it apart, see how it works, and yeah. So that's all I can tell you right now. But we're gonna see if it works first off before I take it apart. It's a Vevor. Right now I don't know how to get it out of there. It says Vevor Tough Tools half price. Maybe they're half price for a reason. I think we gotta flip it up this way. So it kind of looks like this is the front. You guys know what it is yet? So it's an LED sign. It's a six something. It's a 6mm pitch or something. I hope everything we need to make it work is in here. Alright, let's go put it over there. I thought there would be some kind of protective. It's an outdoor LED. I thought there would be some kind of protective, like glass or something on the front, but there's not. I don't know how that's going to work in the winter. The ice would stick to it. I bought a vacuum too. So it's a 16 by 40. Oh, it's kind of bright. I'm not sure. I see a USB a jack on the side. I'm not sure. I thought I ordered a Wi-Fi one, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. I don't know now. So I'm gonna do some research, and then I'll get back on. I'll come back on. Alright guys, I kind of got the sign working. I have to use the app on my phone. That's the only way I'm able to get any color contrast out of it at all. So it's very little color contrast, and I did look up, it is Wi-Fi controlled. I did look it up, and it is a full color. Like, you could do video on it. I am not able to do that. So I guess if you guys could help me find the right software for the sign. So it's 160 by 64. I tried so many softwares. The only ones that I can get to work are the ones that are actually for the sign. So my phone, so the software I use on my phone is called LED Art. So I'm able, that's orange, that's red, but hardly any contrast. Obviously there's a couple different blues there. That's supposed to be orange, a blue, and that's white. That's supposed to be orange, orange, and that's obviously red and white. So I'm not sure why I can't get complete color contrast. I mean, it kind of decides on its own. So these are pictures. So I designed these on Paint, and then I add them, and you can change the speed and everything. And I can actually write text and make it scroll and do a couple weird things. And all right, so anyways, it works. I mean, that's going to be good enough for me. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I can get software, I don't want to pay for it either. I'll make my own software if it comes to that. So right now, it works. I want to see if I can take this apart. So these are 32 by 32 little modules, it says. So maybe, I'm thinking, let's just take the one cover off. We could slide the back panel out and see if they're bolted together, or see what kind of controller it's got, see if I can add on. If I can't, I don't know. But let's see if we can take that apart and just take a look at it. Yeah, so if you know what I got to do for the software, if you could share this video with somebody that does know, please, I need some help with that. Alright. Let's take that end off, because the USB plug's on that side. So let's just see what's in there, and then we're gonna put it back together, and I'm just gonna use it in here. And oh yeah, the brightness is adjustable, so I got it as low as it goes. Here, let me turn it all the way up. I'm not sure if I can remember how to do that. That says it's not connected now. So it does disconnect and connect by itself. It does have trouble finding, once it gets disconnected, I can never get back connected. I mean, even though I'm connected on my Wi-Fi, it does. I've lost connection with the screen. Alright, there's full bright. Whoa, I can't even look at that. I would like to set it lower on brightness, but... So during the day, you're probably going to need it this bright. And it does have an automatic feature. I haven't tried that yet. Alright, let me turn it back down. Alright, so that's as low as it goes. Alright, let's, this is kind of cool, so I hope I can make a bigger one. So I'm thinking of going 3 deep. So 16, 16, so that'd be 4 feet. So maybe 4 deep and 3 across. That's what I was thinking. And then maybe do double side. So double side sign that size is like almost 20 grand, between 15 and 20 grand. This is a P6, so that means there's 6 millimeters between each LED. This does say it's full color, and I'm not getting full color. I'm a little... You can play like TV on this. You're supposed to be able to. Well, I mean, you can upload a video. So, I do need to get some better software, or I'm going to have to figure something out and code some myself. But maybe if we take it apart, we get some numbers off that module and look for a data sheet. All right, let's take it apart. So let's bring you guys over a little closer. And yeah, so there's a lip in here. So yeah, there's a lip in here. Like maybe it's supposed to have some kind of protector covering over this. It does not. I can feel these LEDs and the matrix. So I think to take this apart, we just got to take off this screw, and it's in there sideways. And kind of stripped. The screw is really in there sideways. I don't know. It is made in China. Just gonna flip it. So I think there's just one more screw here, and this whole side panel will come out. This one's in sideways too. See, what did I tell you? And this piece here, I think will slide right out. So that's just a big piece of plastic. This thing no longer stays by itself. So, I don't know if you can see anything. It's got aluminum on the back. Alright, so this is kind of what I was expecting back here. So we will be able to expand this module. Let me get this down. Maybe something like that. I'm gonna put on my readers and maybe use a flashlight. So yeah, so each one plugs into each other, and there's another out here. So it starts here. So you'd need a bunch of these cables. There's an extra power supply one here. We've got 2 power supplies. Output is 5 volts at 40 amps. So 2 of those. Then they're all with these. Yeah, this, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so it won't be so bad. So if I just buy a bunch of these, they are kind of glued together. Let me get a little. Yeah, they're glued on the outside. It just feels like silicone. Yeah, so they're just glued with silicone. So if we were to buy another module, yeah, we could take this out, bolt them right together. We'll just have to have a better framework. Where's our... Yeah, so here's our card. Yeah, there's no... The battery's missing out of that. So there's the controller board. And you know, I'm not seeing any numbers that will do me any good. So maybe the chip. They got some glue on there. So this is like hot melt glue here. I'm thinking I'll take a picture of that chip. I'm going to take a picture of the chip so I can research that chip. That's an ESP32, I already know that chip. So that's some kind of... It says WF2 on it. I just wonder what it says on the other side. So maybe we'll get a picture of these modules. So number off the modules. So it looks like they got... Well, there should be... Okay, so this power supply runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there an extra cord on this one? So this other power supply runs 5. But it has an extra one. Also, the extra one on this one is hooked into the controller board. So that's interesting. That's an ESP32. So isn't ESP32, isn't that Wi-Fi and Bluetooth? Let me check. Yeah, the ESP32 should have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but this sign, as far as I know, does not. So, we may have to, you know, that's interesting, that's a USB. I think that's what, a USB-A. So we might have to plug her into the Arduino, or to the, yeah, Arduino software. See if we can recognize that board. So all this is just a big Arduino project. I bet you there's a library that I can do what I need to do with this thing. So each power supply can power 6 modules. That seems like a lot of amps, but okay. Alright guys, let's put this back together and wrap this video up. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of excited to put a bunch of these panels together. I think I can do it. I mean, maybe we'd have to run a couple controllers. I hope not. But since that's like ESP32 based, I mean, I can hack that easily. No problemo. Alright, this went in like this. Well, here's our power. So they do got that wire tied on there. Good thing they do. Alright, let's slide this back in here without breaking anything. That's a tight fit. We'll have to be careful, you know. You don't want to push on that too hard. She's right up against the back. Alright, that slid all the way in. Let's get this in back on there. And I'm gonna upload this video, and then I got some other stuff I'm gonna do. So it definitely goes on this way. So I don't really see too much that's serviceable inside here, other than the power supplies and the board. I mean, all the modules are glued together. So the other thing too, I don't think this is waterproof. You know, I'm just going to use the screwdriver to put these back in. Get one of these Craftsman ones. So maybe they angled it on to pull this tighter. I don't know. I think we better turn it back on to make sure we didn't break anything. Alright, we're good and tight there. So the sign, you know, Amazon don't like you to put prices or say the prices, but it was $200. Now they're both angled like it to pull this end cap tighter. I've had this screwdriver, oh gosh, 25 years? I don't know. At least 20. Alright, let's plug it back in. So it does say something when it turns back on. So I didn't catch that, but I got it on video now, so once I upload this, I can pause it. So it's funny, there's no little memory battery in that thing, but yet it remembers. So it must have some RAM in there. That must be what them two little chips were. So it's got the ESP32 and some EEPROMs. And the EEPROMs remember all this that I put in here. I wonder how much it can hold. I plan to have a lot of stuff on here. I got guys that want to buy advertising when I get this thing done. And Trump, yeah. Alright guys, hopefully I don't get too much negative comments over that, but it is what it is. Alright guys, if you guys, this time I need your help, so if you guys could help me out and tell me what software I need to run this, and now we discovered a lot more stuff, and I'll put a link down in the description for this. Alright guys, I got her up there on the wall. It's going to be pretty nice. You'll be able to see that from outside. Alright, just for now, I think the next step would be to order one more and see if I really can put more than one together. Alright guys, thanks for watching.